Ang bilang po ay 6,224 na natulungan na natin on-site. Kasama na po dito yung mga nangangailangan ng transport as I mentioned. Meron tayong dalawa kasi ang types of matutuluyan na labas doon sa usual na tinutuluyan ng ating mga OFWs. One is the government-run shelter. So meron po yan sa ilang bansa. But also, meron din tayo, to complement that, meron tayong temporary accommodations na inatasan. Mainly mga hotels. These are low-level hotels kasi ang payo po ng host country is wag sa mga high-rises. Kaya doon po natin doon po yung mga designated temporary accommodations natin as we call it. The other thing that we provide is pagkalat ng mga advisories, yung nabanggit, yung pinakita po ni Yusek Tago kanina ng mga DFA advisories, host country advisories, to napakahalaga po niyan. Mga hotlines na pinapalabas po natin. Essentially, we have a general 1348 hotline plus 632 kung nasa abroad, 1348 sa pamilya sa Pilipinas, at meron din pong specific hotlines sa abroad ang kada post. Meron tayong mga group chats. Tayo po ay nakausap ko na po ng personal, kami po ng DFA at DMW, nakausap na namin virtually ang bawat Filipino community ng bawat bansang sangkot. 8 countries po yun essentially. At nakausap na ho namin sila at magkakaroon ng second round pa ng pag-uusap with them to make sure that we are in touch with all of them. Ako po personal akong nakikinig at nagbabahagi din ng payo at impormasyon sa kanila, sa Filipino communities. Next po is yung repatriation. That is a area of assistance in and of itself. Hindi po yan, hiniwalay po namin yan sa on-site assistance. Next slide please. At dito sa repatriation, I think na nasimulan na po ni Yusek Tago ang mga efforts natin dito. Nagpalista po tayo. Less than 2,000 ang humingi po ng request for repatriation and counting. This is a live count. At ang sinasagawa po natin dito, well, may dalawang klase ng OFW na gusto umuwi. One is yung bahagi ng na-cancel flights. At sila po yung bulto nitong dalawang EK flights, Emirates flights na umuwi kahapon at this morning. Sinalubong po namin sa airport. Higit kumulang 600 Filipinos po yun. Higit kumulang mga 70 of them are OFWs. At nabigyan po natin ng tulong ang ating mga OFWs. Nakadaupalad po namin kanina, nakausap po namin kanina sa kanilang pagbabalik. So laking pasalamat po natin sa UAE government at sa Emirates Airline. Kasi nagdaos po sila ng dalawang flights at alam natin may darating pang flights. So pagdasal po natin lang na matutuloy because as mentioned by the chair, fluid po ang sitwasyon sa ngayon. Meron po tayong at least 5 countries na tinitignan ngayon kung saan nagsisimula na po ang repatriation effort. We have identified designated meeting points, exit points, temporary relocation points. Exit points, because the airports are closed, will be by land. So we have identified every land border crossing per 5 countries. And we have prepared the logistical aspects of repatriation. Ang number one payo po ng ating Pangulo, ensure, number one, coordination with the host countries, and number two, the safety in the repatriation process. So yun po ang gabay ng Pangulo, kaya't yun po ang sinisigurado po natin bago tayo magsagawa ng repatriation process. Hindi po ordinaryo ang repatriation process for Filipinos because we will consider the volume. Meron po tayong paisa-isa, 3 na tumawid, but we will have to consider logistical repatriation by volume. Kaya akmang-akma yung payo ng Pangulo na talagang tignan ang security aspect. Be sure to be in touch with the host countries ng panggagalingan at pupuntahan, yung tatawiran. For security reasons, hindi ko lang po tutukuyin yung each border crossing point. Nabanggit lang po ni Yusek Tago yung isa sa Egypt, pero hindi pwede ko pong i-share yung impormasyon na ito para po sa kaalaman ng ating mga mahal na senador. We have rapid response teams, ang strategy po natin to supplement the embassies and our existing teams already. Ang strategy po natin essentially is on the western flank, meron tayong rapid response team na nasa Egypt at meron tayo sa kabila naman sa eastern side sa Oman. So ang strategy natin, paliligiran natin yung pertinent 5 countries na binabanggit ko po. And along the Saudi line, meron na rin po tayo doon nakahanda. So all it takes is to execute the same. We just implore the patience of the good senators. We will execute the repatriation process. It will unfold. Yun lang po, meron lang po mga considerations na kailangan isagawa. Hindi po biro mag-repatriate ng OFWs due to our volume. But rest assured, we will execute, undertake the same. May mga the plans are underway na po. The other thing about repatriation is that we also will need possibly additional funds. So we had already made the necessary manifestations with the DBM along these lines, and we can submit the repatriation in the worst case scenario to this August body. But for now, our action fund and the ERF, Emergency Repatriation Fund of the OWA, will suffice. Lastly, meron pong reintegration aspect. At dun po sa reintegration aspect ay last slide po yun. Nakahanda po ang mga institusyon na nakapartner po natin sa DMW at sa OWA. Meron pong essentially sa 3 bagay yung reintegration aspect. Una, sa kaalaman, pagdating ng mga kababayan natin, nandiyan dyan ang financial education, andyan dyan ang VOCTEC, Vocational Technical Education, na pwede nilang pasukin sa kanilang pagbabalik. Nandiyan dyan ang ETIAP, yung pinasan niyo pong batas on Expanded Tertiary Education Recognition through the CHED, na pwede rin pong ma-explore ng ating returning kababayan, lalo na yung hindi nakakuha pa ng baccalaureate degree. Meron din pong in terms of employment, nakahanda po kami ng DOLE in terms of sa pagkandak ng mga job fairs and pag-job facilitation together with the PESOs, Public Employment Service Offices, ng lahat ng mga LGUs. And we are also aligned with the PESO Managers Associations as well as the local government unit associations. And then, of course, merong livelihood and merong mga livelihood programs ang kani-kaniyang government agencies. Kami po sa DMW OWA, sa DTI, sa DOT at sa DA. By way of example, nakapulong ko na rin po si Secretary Cristina Roque ng DTI at meron po siyang programang pangkapital, particularly to women returnees, women OFWs, in terms of pagbibigay ng kapital sa kanila, also through the small business corporation. So these are the essential elements of reintegration, and napansin ko po meron din pong mga nandito na mga ahensya ng gobyerno related to reintegration. So pwede rin po sila magbahagi. That would be all for now. Mr. Chair, we are ready to respond to your queries. Thank you po.